Hey everybody, AJ Games here. Sorry I'm a little bit late today. I was figuring a couple of things out and I may have to take off for a few minutes in a little bit. But let's get this stream up going. I want to update you on what was going on this week. There we go. And I'm trying something new on my second TV. I was like, I wonder if I can put Twitch on there. So I'm gonna put it up there. Let's see. There we go. And oh, look at that. All right. So, yeah, hi everybody. We're back for another live stream. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit. I'm going to update. I know I want to make the farms like as realistic as possible, but the meat has just been slow going, so I'm going to make an addition today, which is going to combine a method of building all three, um, the sheep, the cows, and the pigs, all into the same one. And all the farms that I've seen drop the baby animal down into a cooker, make it grow up. I'm gonna have it just go into my big meat cooker downstairs over on the mainland. I'm in the base. As you see, I've got the iron storage over there. And then in the middle, I've got, well, go back here, string, poppies, and ink sacks from the farm. We're getting a lot. We're getting a lot there. Look at this. Poppies. That's getting full. Now, when those two get full, I added this to the back. When they get full, all the poppies that come down will be made into bone meal. So we'll get that going in a little bit. And ink sacks, we don't get a lot of them, but we're getting they're adding up. Now I want to show you something. We're gonna go all the way up. Yeah, I I've built a lot. That 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 and yeah, I've done that. Yeah, you can see the mob farm in the distance there. If I go, I don't know. Oh, I need to bring a pickaxe up here. I don't think. I think it's just out of render distance, the drowned farm. Yeah, I don't think I can get that one. If I stand right here, nope, can't see it. So, but anyway, um, yeah, I was doing some looking. We've got the little inlet. That's the southwestern corner of the island. That river that goes back there, that divides these two. There is a part where they're connected, but I'm gonna disconnect so that I don't have to clear off that island and flatten it. But coming over here, I got a little bit busy the other day. And look at this. It was visible through the window there. Look at that. There's the bee farm right there. There's the pumpkin and melon farm right there. The crop farm and the garden shed we built there. That there I'll show you in a little bit. But I went all the way out to the road. That whole point, the northwestern corner of the island, I got all the trees out. I flattened it. It took me about 2 days to do that because yes, this island is a jungle island. So there's a lot of trees. And as I found out, well, that part I've gotten cleared out, but I haven't gotten flattened down. As I found out, a lot of the island is very far above sea level. So it's going to it's going to take a while. But I've decided that this that lower part, that far southwestern corner is going to be where the turtle farm is going to be. It was a toss up between this peninsula and this peninsula. But over here, I was looking at the seed map, and over here somewhere, it transitions from an ocean to a river, and I, I, I think that might be down here. And we need it to open up to an ocean because as the baby turtles are born, they try to go out to the ocean. I'll explain all that when I go. We can get a nice little aerial view. That's what our island is looking like so far. Looks pretty good. And yes, I know in front of that, I've already cleared that out of the dirt, so I don't have to do that on stream. And I finished up that floor. I'm working on this floor. I'm not 100% sure how far up I'm going to go, but this floor right here is going to be the living floor. I think I may come out on this side, somewhere on this side, and add like a balcony. So that might be pretty cool. And I don't know how far up I'm going to go. I'm thinking I might go up to that height. And that height will be where the top of this base will be. So that's like, now not the very, very top, but where the kill chamber is. That's the sorter level. That's that big one, that tall one. The workshop level is the bottom one. That one up there, right up top, I'm thinking the floor of that level will be where this one is, or as close as it goes. I think it's Y200 and something, I think. I'll have to check it. But, and yes, the colors here, the colors on every floor have significance for my personal life, which, no, I'm not going to share those reasons. I think it gives away too much. But different people from different parts of my life, as they're watching, they may recognize those. So let's go over to this peninsula. Where I cleared off the trees. I haven't decided what I'm going to do on this peninsula. I'm thinking, as I've been thinking about this, I might make a house in all four corners and a house in the middle at the center. So that could be something I do. And then we've got the beach to hang out on. Now, I've got these turtles here because I'm collecting sea turtle eggs. I'm storing them in that chest down there. So I'm just using those guys to create the sea turtle eggs for right now, so that I can get some stored up. But let's come down here. Yeah, I had to take boats out. I had to do I had to do some stuff with pigs because I realized with this texture pack that I use, there's two different types of pigs. There's the wild boar type looking pig with the tusks on the front, and then there's these more generic looking pigs. So I figured I want to put 8 in there. I don't know if there's any difference between having those two pigs, but the only one I had was the boar looking pig with the tusks on the front. So I wanted to I wanted to add those. Now, will you pigs get away from there, please? You know what? Let me see. Do I have any I don't have carrots or anything. Let's do this. I want to get those. I want to raise up the top. So we'll come down here. We'll grab just one carrot. I also cleared out that spot, put in the floor. I'm going to work my way back. I also cleared out this spot here. I'll move that back. I'll probably move this, but one thing I'll probably start off this week doing, I'll probably move this area back. And then that whole wall I'll move back. This week. At some point this week, that's what I'll do. Let's see. There you go. Get you guys away from there. And we'll raise that up. The cows, I took a couple out of there for over here. I've already, since we need animals to breed for what I'm going to build here, that's why I'm kind of glad I had that big wide grass section in front, because that's going to be big enough for this to fit. I had to take 2 cows and 2 sheep also. I took 4 of the boar-looking pigs, moved them over there, and then I went out to, I guess the closest desert area is down the coast, over this way. And behind that, there's a plains biome, little plains biome. And I had to go looking around there to find those. And there's our pandas. It's pretty cool to see them. I used my Silk Touch. I took out the glass. I wanted to get rid of the torches. Torches are just too temporary of a thing. So I took out. I used the Silk Touch to take out the glass, and I put in some frog lights for that. Now, if I come over here, I can stand here and just throw that down. The hoppers will pull that through the slab and then put that into the storage system. Now, let's see, something we're going to need here. We're going to need a shovel. I'm going to take, not axes. Well, I'll probably get an axe. I want to take 2 pickaxes and 1 axe. So, before we get really crazy with this, I want to build in, let's see, I want to put in the base of this section we're adding on. And I think I want to put in some frog lights. So what I think I'm going to do is grab... I don't know what color I want. Green or purple? J-Dog! How's it going, dude? Since J-Dog's name is in green, I'll grab some green frog lights here. 56 should be plenty. Actually... You know what? I'll grab purple also. Because, we're going to put some lighting up on the upper level. Okay. So we'll come down here. I think what I want to do here... You know what? I'll come up over here. We'll get some scaffolding to make life a little bit easier. I just decided on this on Thursday. So there's going to be a little thinking with this as I go through. I'll put that pickaxe up there. We'll bring the scaffolding down there. And I've got an idea of what I'm going to do. Yeah, I did that this morning, buddy. I knew our high temperature today, last I saw, supposed to be 102, and I figured this morning I'm going to go do my grocery shopping early so I'm not having to be out in the heat. Let's see. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is that's gonna be the first level, and I will go... Because what I want to do is I want to create a layer here that's going to push the baby animals down into here. So, you know what? That's something I was going to get, and I forgot. I'm going to get my Silk Touch pickaxe so that I can take out some stuff. Yeah, I know. I probably should have grabbed a boat. My bamboo raft, maybe. I will... Over time, I'm going to add boats. I'll add a minimum of 3 boats to every dock, so that I've always got a boat to do. Silk Touch pickaxe. Right there. So that we can do this. And what I'm going to do before I do that is I want to go up here. I'm thinking as I'm doing this. I'm going to get glass so that I can put in the edges. And then I'm going to come over here also. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that I can come up here because I'm going to have a block there. I'm going to have a block there. And then I'm going to take that out. And I will bring this in so that I can put glass, glass, glass. And then let's just put that back up there and this here. And then I'm going to make this go across. And put that down there. Then this is where the Silk Touch comes in. I'm going to take that and that out. You know what? I'm going to test something. Okay. And then I'll take that out, and that out. And then I'm going to come back out here. I'm going to grab a bucket of water. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a flat surface where all the baby animals go. And just have all that water push them down into this little trough. And make have a water stream here that channels them through. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think that's the one there. Well, maybe that'll work. I'm going to put that there. And that's coming into here. I don't want that happening. So I'm going to pick this up. And now I've got that. I don't want that to go there. Okay. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this. bring that up. How am I going to do this? You know what? I've got an idea. And I'm going to... So I'm going to do something. I'm going to keep to my theme. Since we're in a jungle, I'm going to be using jungle trapdoors and jungle fences. So I'm going to use jungle wood. I'm going to make a couple of jungle signs here. Just any signs will do, but in my case, I'm making jungle signs. And for a sign, you're going to need sticks. Well, I don't have any partial stacks of sticks, and I'm going to need 6 planks. Well, a log makes 4 planks, so I'm going to need to use 2. And then 1 stick and 6 planks makes 3 signs. So I'm going to make all 3 of those. I'm only going to need 2 of them. I'm going to put the jungle planks back in there. I'm going to put the sticks back in this one. I know I got them out of the bottom one, but... And then I'm going to bring the signs down here. I wish there was a block. I wish there was a block that wouldn't let water go over the edge of it, but will let water go over it. And I would put that block right here. But for right now, I'm going to put sign right there, make it blank, and then put this sign right there. You know what? Nope, I don't want to go. I think I want to put this on the inside. Because these animals are going to be going down. And then I'm hoping they'll go over to the side this way and go out. If the sign was there, it would prevent them from going to the side if the water's pushing them up against the glass. So I'm going to move these signs. Right there. And you could put writing on those signs if you wanted to. Now, also, I want to check something. If I put that there, that's going to stop the water flow. If I pick this up, will that water go? That water will go there. And then it'll... Yeah. Not too happy about that. The only other way to do this would be to raise this all up one more block. Which I wonder... You know what? I'm going to test that out. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to put the signs up there. Collect this water bucket. Now, I'm going to fill the rest of this in. Now, I was thinking water flows 8 blocks. If it falls down a block within that 8 blocks, it starts back over. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I wonder. Well, let's see how things go first. Now, water flows 8 blocks. Let me count. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's including the source block. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I need to have a back wall. So I need to go 9 and go up there. Now, I'm going to put that there and that there. Now, I'm going to continue this out. To back there. Also, and I need to put that there and bring this down here. Actually, what I think I might do is make this back wall glass. I'll have that one there because this is going to be my bottom foundation, and some of this I'm going to be bringing up, or I'm going to be taking down, sorry. But let's go over here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should line up with that. I can go over, I can go across here. Since this is my corner, I'm going to bring this all the way over. And I'll fill in this block on the ceiling. And now I want to fill this whole area in. I may need more than 3 stacks. Well, I don't know. Maybe 3 will be enough. Fill all this in. Who's getting sick of hearing all the animals there? Well, we'll have a lot of it this episode. And fill this in. Fill this in. Fill this in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave. I don't have one. So I think I'm going to come out here just so I can say I've got one, because all these blocks are going to be dug up anyway. I'm going to take one. You know what? I only need one. I don't want to go over there yet. I want to come down here. And then what I'll do is I'm only going to put the glass down. To there. And I'm going to put 1, 2. And then I'll put that down there. Now, you know what? I'll pick that up because I want to come down here first of all. I'll collect those so I don't have to later. And then I want to take 2 more buckets of water. Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. And then what I'm going to do, the center is here. Now what I'm going to do, nope, I want to pick that up. I want to put a glass block right there. And I want to put water on top of that. You know what? I think I want to put water there also, and that will come down. Is that's still pushing this way. Now, let's see what happens when I put water there. That comes down to the edge. Well, I guess if it's coming down to the edge, I don't need to have that, but I do want to have that. Okay. Now, I want to put that back up there, put that down there. This whole back row, I want to be water source blocks. So I'm going to do that. And then in this middle one, I'm going to collect and refill these. You know what I could do? Put that one there, and then put a water source block there. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a sign. Well, wow. To keep the water from going over the edge. You know what? That's not doing what I wanted it to do. Although, I can put that there. Huh. I'm trying to figure this out. How do I want this to go? Because I could I could raise all these, well, actually raise the corners up, and I could have them go into here. What happens? Pick up my dirt blocks. I wonder. Now, what would happen? You know what? No, I was putting that on the inside. One, two, three. So that would be two out. So what if I took and put 1, 2 there? And then I could put 1 there and 1 there. I wonder. No, you know what? I'll try this first without these two here. No, you know what? Yeah, I'll try it first without those two there. Oh, that's weird. And what would happen? I just want to see if I put that one there. Now, what if I put one there? Huh. Well, that's still... I don't know, I'm getting stuck on this. I had an idea, but it's not. Well, what if I raise it up one more? I'd have to take out the ceiling. It's going to come out anyways. Take out these corners. Take these out. You're gonna have to take these out. Put those back in. No, this needs to go back down here. These need to go up here. That needs to go down there. You know what? No. This row stays where it is. This row. No, you know what? These need to stay where they are. This row comes out. Let's take that out. And this is going to be really tricky. That's going to go into that sorting system. Now, now what happens if I put a bucket of water here? Now take out one. It's still going over. Now what happens if I take out no, let's that was two. Now, okay, let's replace this. Yeah, I know I'm going quiet. I'm trying to figure this out. I need to put my dirt block down here and my stair back there, and then I can pick up my dirt block again. Now, get more water. I guess it's good I've got a big area of water here. And that's good. That's what I want. I want it all, I want them all to be channeled down here. Now let's go to the other side and make sure it's the same way down over there. Good. Okay. All right. Now that the water's good, I want to fill all these back up. So I've got those full. Now I want to decide where my breeding chambers are going to be, because I know underneath here is all water, and they should all flow. Well, it should all flow like it's supposed to. Now, look at that. Why do I have 11 buckets? Did I? Oh no. Got to clear that out before I test everything up. Now, got to turn this off. So what I need... dirt block there. Now... scaffolding up here. Go up the scaffolding. I want to take out one piece of redstone. That's going to prevent the redstone charge from going through, the lava from coming out. Then... it's a lot of obsidian. Okay. Now come back over here. I'm going to leave this here. Oh, you know what? Put one... actually... put that there. Now, these two sides were the two sides that were affected by the water going through. So we'll have those, and then what I need to do, I had 11 buckets in the end there. So then I'm going to push all this stuff back up here. That's 9, and then 10, 11, go up there. So let's go... trying to think of where my closest lava would be. Well, I wonder... Nope. And I got 32. This is going to be, I'm going to have to make a few trips over to the nether. That 9 and that 17, or that 16, that 7 makes 16, so I'll move that over there and that over here. Let's see. This is why I wish I had a lava farm. Now let's see. The glass cooker is done too, so I guess we'll go over. Yeah, we'll just go over to the nether and fill these up. At least I got some obsidian out of the deal. Kind of sucks that happened, but at least I can show you this here. Those of you who haven't seen this, it's been a few episodes since I've been down here to the nether. I plan on encasing this in glass just to make it look a lot fancier. And I don't know if they fixed. Last I knew, gas could not target you behind glass. Also, having it encased in glass will keep piglins and hoglins off of the track too. I mean, when you're moving, it doesn't affect you at all, but just clutter. Okay, come down here, over here. Crouch. Figure out where did this stop? And we'll put those up there and select the box in the middle so I don't accidentally put down lava somewhere. All right. Hey, that's mine. All right. +5, +4, +3. So the axe does more damage. Oh. That's crazy. I'm glad I've got it set to peaceful because those guys would have come after me. Alright. Now we can get going with the rest of this. Well, I gotta fill in the, yeah, I've got enough. I can worry about that later. And okay, go back out to this, back down to this cooker. Move those back up, and then move these back down. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And that one's missing one, so I'll just put one in there. That one's missing one, so I just put it down there. That one's missing one, so I put one in there. I'm going to move this over here so I don't accidentally... I've been wondering if I'd mistakenly hit it. Good. That one's missing one. That's good. That one's missing one. That one's missing one. And that should be the last one. Okay, so I'm missing one. Actually, come to think of it, I think I've got some extras over here now. I think I've got some extras over here. Eventually I will have a couple of large chests of extra buckets of lava. But yeah, I think I've got some extras here.